Well, rabble-rousing can sure be fun. Does anyone like potentially winning a game of Magic with 28 creatures on the board? Hello Daily Drafters, and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Before we hop into the draft, I want to thank all of you, the subscribers, for supporting the channel here today. And because I love you all so much, I've unlocked access to the Daily Draft Discord, available to subscribers and non-subscribers alike. There's a link in the description to join the Discord, so check that out because we'd love to have you on board. Also, if you are subscribed to the YouTube channel here, you will get access to an exclusive subscribers-only channel on the server. So if you're not subscribed yet, you will absolutely want to be to have access to that and to just support the channel in general. It doesn't cost you anything, and if you're here for not the first time, clearly you've come back for one reason or another, and a quick subscription would go a long way in showing support for the channel. Alright, with that out of the way, let's dive into our draft for today. Alright, we got a heck of a pack one pick one here today. I think we're going to land on rabble rousing and see if we can force a brokers deck. It's been a while since I've been in brokers. It's always cut, but maybe today we have a shot. There's a court official, there's a murder, there's a lot of good black here, which is good news for us trying to get into white because black doesn't pair very well with white. There is a gathering throng and a make disappear. Those are both good blue and white cards. But we're just going to take the rabble-rousing here and try to get to a low-to-the-ground creature deck. Yeah, I guess we'll keep cutting white with Citizen's Crowbar. I mean, I haven't been particularly impressed with Cormella. Mayhem Patrol is fine, but I don't want to take that with a white card that I already have. Green is whatever. Blue is fine. I'm not a huge fan of either of these white cards, but Crowbar is pretty good. So let's just keep cutting white here. And then we see a third pick, Civil Servant. There is another Crowbar, but goodness, we need Civil Servant. This card is insane. So yeah, we're just going to take the Civil Servant. Would love to have another Crowbar, but third pick, Civil Servant, and off we go. Raffine's Informant versus Riveteer's Decoy. I've actually liked Informant more than Decoy. That might not be the same answer that everyone gives, but I'm just going to keep cutting white. White is the color we want to make sure we keep our neighbors out of, and this draft is kind of writing itself right now. I'm just going to take Raffine's Informant, and then hopefully cut our neighbors so far out of brokers that in pack 2, we get hooked up. Very happy with this start so far. I wish Informant were a citizen. I mean, I get why it's not. It's still one of the best performing commons in the entire set, even though it's not a citizen. And if it was, it'd probably be higher than that. But we'll leave it there. Oh, look. A second Crowbar anyway. There is a broker's hideout. But we're just gonna keep cutting white while we can. Warm Welcome can be playable in these kind of decks. Racer's Ring could potentially open a red splash if we go green-white. And I don't really care about Boon of Safety, so I'm going to take Racer's Ring in case we need to splash a red card. Prize Fight is not usually the card you want in green-white. Glittermonger can be okay. We're kind of doing okay on 2 drops, to be honest. So I think I might take the Glittermonger over the Socialite here. Server's fine. There's Make Disappear Wield. That's kind of crazy to me. Maybe we get cut out of green-white specifically, but blue-white is still open. But either way, Speakeasy Server is fine in both of those decks, so we could just take that there. Rock's Pummeler, Gilded Pinions, Rooftop Nuisance. I guess we'll take the Pummeler, but I haven't really found this card to be great in green-white or really anything. It's like fine if you're lacking top end. Quick Draw Dagger is a good pickup. I haven't liked Guidance or Initiate, so we'll take the Quick Draw Dagger here. A second one? I haven't liked Most Wanted. I don't think we want 2 daggers, but I don't consider Most Wanted to be a playable in the format. So we'll just go ahead and take the dagger here. And I'm pretty happy with this start so far, to be honest. There's definitely another white drafter at the table. The crowbar didn't wheel, and there's always going to be another white drafter at the table in this format. So that's not saying much. But if we can get an Inspiring Overseer or 2, chef's kiss. This might be Falco Spara. I mentioned yesterday, I don't know what that is, but it's like a cool avatar. And Chrome Cat. All right, let's see here. So we've got Botanical Plaza, Attended Socialite, Glittermonger, and Rumor Gatherer. I think I'm going to take Rumor Gatherer here. Works really well with Rabble Rousing. It's okay. I mean, I haven't been super impressed with this card, but our other options are the land, which I guess is good. Attended Socialite, which I'd rather have Rumor Gatherer, or Glittermonger number 2, which I'd rather have Rumor Gatherer. I think it's between Gatherer and the land here. And I might land on the land, to be honest. In fact, I think I will. This card really hasn't impressed me that much. Okay, so now we have Speakeasy Server number 2, Sleep with the Fishes, or Echo Inspector if we think we're going to get cut off of green. A second to server, Kill Shot, Refuse to Yield. I don't think I want any of these white cards here. So I think I'm actually going to take the blue card, and maybe we get cut off of green and have to pivot to blue-white. All we have is a Civil Servant and then a Glittermonger, and I don't really care too much about the Glittermonger. So I'll take the sleep. Whoa. Well, we successfully cut our neighbors off of white. And I think we're just going to take Depopulate here. I mean, blue-white seems wide open from this side. But yeah, you have to take the Wrath when you see it. Yep, just got to take the Wrath. And then there's Disciplined Duelist. Sure. That or Knockout Blow. Knockout Blow has been quite good. We don't have Fixing yet to play Duelist. So do we just kind of hedge our bets and take Knockout Blow here? No, I'm going to take Duelist. I think it's strong enough and we can find Fixing. Pick 5, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the latest Inspiring Overseer you will see in Streets of New Capenna. But we're taking it. So no white, but we've got Venom Connoisseur. We've got Wing Shield Agent. Combat Trick here in For the Family. I think I'm actually leaning more blue-white than green-white. I think Wing Shield Agent is just better than Connoisseur, so I'm going to take the blue card here. Civic Gardener versus Metamorphosis. I think this is kind of one of the decision points as far as like which route we're going. So if we go blue-white, we're giving up on Civil Servant. If we go green-white, we're giving up on Sleep with the Fishes and Wing Shield Agent. I think I'd rather be blue-white here. There's a Broker's Hideout, and I think we have to take that over either of these 2 cards to help enable our Disciplined Duelist splash. Make Disappear is a good 2-drop. And I think I'd like to be blue-white with with this start here. So we'll keep it like this. Plains Island, but it doesn't fix for green. Kill Shot could be okay if we want to be like a little bit more of a controlling blue-white deck with our Depopulate here. But Depopulate is like actively working against Rabble Rousing, so that's kind of weird. So I could be persuaded to go back to green, but it's going to take Gala Greeters or another green rare or something like that to really make me do it. And now with this Sleep with the Fishes, I think that's pretty much just blue-white for us. Would love to wield a Bruiser or even Rafine's Tower, but I'm not sure either of those will be the case. So we're going to take the Sleep with the Fishes here. Currently at 7 creatures, which is... Now we're at 6. Oh, I thought this was Broker's Ascendancy. That's still pretty good, though. There is Virtuoso, Gathering Throng. I think I'll take Endless Detour here over Virtuoso. Virtuoso is quite good with double Metamorphosis, though. And Crowbar is pretty good with it. So maybe that's a reason to just take Virtuoso here. Yeah, Virtuoso seems pretty good with double Metamorphosis and double Crowbar. I think this is just another Rafine's Informant. Broker's Veteran on the wheel would be totally fine, but we'll take a third Informant here. Missed out on the Gathering Throng earlier. I think I'll take this one and maybe we get lucky with finding another one or something like that. Fairy Vandal, Hold for Ransom, Rafine's Informant. How many are we drawing? I guess with 3 Informants, Fairy Vandal's a little bit better. Spiring Overseer makes Vandal better. Metamorphosis is Vandal. Okay, I'll take Fairy Vandal. Whoa. Out of the way, Broker's Veteran, Majestic Metamorphosis, Run Out of Town, Rooftop Nuisance. I think I'll take the out of the way. This has been very, very good. So I'll take that here. Backstreet Bruiser, probably what I'm going to land on. I don't really know how we're winning. I mean, are we aggressive? Are we controlling? Are we aggressive? Are we controlling? I don't really know. Oh, wow. Pick 8 Civil Servant. Man. Yeah, I still think our blue-white is better. I guess I'll take By Your Silence. I'm going to take the Servant. Maybe we make that happen. I don't know. Cabaret Courtyard. Forest or Plains. Maybe we could make double Servant happen here? I don't know. Can we pick up another green-white land? Yeah, this deck is interesting. Didn't really get there with the Throng. So we kind of have 6 citizens if we're able to splash double Servant here. Don't really want 2 of these. 3 more. Okay, let's see how we want to build this. This is an interesting draft here. I don't think there's any of these cards that we want. So what if we were able to splash Double Servant and Disciplined Duelist? It's really weird to splash a 2-drop. But we've got 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4, 5 if we play a couple of forests, if our mana's good enough. Let's see what else we want to cut, though. If we're doing this, I don't think we want either bruisers. I'm not sure how we win. This deck is so confused. We have a lot of removal. Not a lot of creatures. And not a lot of creatures that matter. Which makes rabble-rousing worse. Maybe we just go straight blue-white. Splashing Disciplined Duelist because it's so good. Speakeasy Server doesn't seem great for us. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Because it's a flyer, and that's probably how we're winning between Overseer, Server, Fairy Vandal, and the fishes, and then using Metamorphosis to send our thing to the sky, winning with an 8-powered double-striking flyer. And then we have a lot of controlling cards in here too. Dagger doesn't seem particularly good when we have 3 of these already. Buy Your Silences, whatever. Don't think we need Cabaret Courtyard. Do we just go 16 lands? With 3 Informants, we might be able to just go 17. I'm coming back to Buy Your Silence or something like Kill Shot. I think I'm going to get rid of Buy Your Silence. Now we have 15, 16, 17, 18 lands. Now this is back to 17, and that's a 40 card deck there. Yeah. I don't really know. We'll see how this goes. I think white was the most open it's been in like 2 weeks for us here on the channel, but at the same time, maybe it's been so long since I've drafted a broker's deck that I don't really know how. We'll see if this one can ride on the back of some powerful cards here and be a little bit more controlling blue-white for us. Well, this is awkward. I don't think we can keep that. We need a white and a green for Duelist. This is a 5-drop, so we'll mulligan. Keep that. I think send back Server. Or send back Bruiser maybe, because we're just going 2, 3. So this isn't really doing much for us. The mirror match, I see. Okay. We'll start with Informant and pitch Server. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay. Interesting. We kind of have the combos here with Duelist and Metamorphosis and all things like that. We've also got Windshield Agent, and all these counters could be pretty good. We might be able to sneak them out of nowhere with like Virtuoso and Metamorphosis after poking in for some damage, trying to race them. Let's see what they do about this. Okay. I think we'll just play Agent here, and we're gonna have to plan to take like 9 damage, I guess, which is a lot. So they don't have a creature, you say? So if they go for some sort of combat trick block kind of thing, we can out of the way on top of it. So let's see what they do first. My guess is they have Majestic Metamorphosis. Get run out of town. That's really awkward because we need land drops. So I think I'm actually going to decline. Okay. Let's play Virtuoso now. And maybe I'm trying to set up a Metamorphosis plus Virtuoso turn. But it looks like they're not going to let us do that by keep passing with instant speed interaction. So we technically have lethal, but I'm not going to do it. Because clearly they have some sort of interaction here. So what I can do is I can play Informant, hope to find a land to hold up out of the way on top of their Socialite. In worst case, we have to chump with Informant. Okay, so they did have the removal, so now we can't really do the whole Metamorphosis thing. And we're really bricking here. Man, this land situation is really screwing us. I feel like if we would have hit our land drops, we would have won this game quite easily. We've got 3 different cantrips in hand right now. Guess we're taking 6 here. Taking 7. So if we attack and they don't block, we do not have lethal. So I guess we're doing this. Too little, too late. So if we attack with both and they block the agent, they go to 5, and then Metamorphosis on the Informant is lethal next turn. They are getting priority, so they might have the green combat trick. There is the green combat trick. Which is okay. Don't care about that. Do care about that. Gosh. So if we attack with both and they let Informant through, we win. And if we just pass it to their turn, then they get 4 more 1/1s next turn. All right. Let's hope they let us win here. This is our only hope. Ugh. So we can save Rafine's Informant at the very least. Or we can save Wing Shield Agent. So what would we rather have on the battlefield? Probably an Informant because it's lethal. It's still lethal next turn if they don't play a flyer. So we'll do that. And then we'll do this. Still miss our land drops. And it's no longer lethal because they had a lifelinker. So this is incredibly frustrating. Come on. Give me a land, please. Thank you. All right. I think we probably have to wipe the board next turn. Yeah, this Venom Connoisseur combo is nuts because all of their creatures get Death Touch. Whenever a creature attacks, if they have another creature that they played, they'll all get Death Touch. They do get to draw a card off Depopulate though. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. So Sleep with the Fishes on top of this is not great because then Connoisseur trades and they keep making 1/1s and stuff. They do get to draw a card and we can't counter anything off of that. Rabble Rousing doesn't do anything for us right now. Metamorphosis can allow this to be a 5/4? No. A 5/5. So that's pretty good. And it's a cantrip, and we can hold up Make Disappear if they draw a big creature. Maybe we can trade for their Adjudicator so they don't draw a card off of Depopulate. So do we have to Make Disappear sacrificing Overseer? Probably, yeah. And then we just die. Gosh. Man, that was frustrating. We just got so choked on mana. We should have won that game so easily. Okay, so we're on the play here. And I guess we're keeping it, though it kind of sucks. So... go ahead. Guess we have to do that. That was kind of a misplay already, because I should have played Overseer in case I drew a white. Then I could play Informant or Crowbar as well. So that was not good. We can go Informant holding up Metamorphosis into open mana, which I don't like to do. I think I'm going to do that, though, because... I'd like to keep this. I'd like to keep... I guess we're getting rid of Crowbar. And then we'll pass here. If they attack with Heartstabber and open mana, I will not go for Metamorphosis, because... good chance we get blown out. Let's start with Overseer here. No attacks, because they're just going to trade for lackeys and get some fish, which they're probably going to do anyway. So here goes Overseer, more than likely. Dig up the body, alright. Yep. Let's hope they whiff. Well, they can get these two back either way. There's a Psionic Snoop, or a Psychic Pickpocket. So they have 0, 2, 3, and 4 in there, so no reason to block that. How about a third one? First go to combat, get him with Overseer. They've got something at instant speed here. Don't know what it is. a Virtuoso, and then pass with a bunch of things up. I don't want to let them have the lackeys in the graveyard. Play Crowbar here. Then end the turn. They have another dig up the body. Shattered Seraph, okay. No blocks. We can still hold up Make Disappear if we do this. And then we'll end the turn. Fairy Vandal. That's fine. That one less so. Five, six, seven. So if this goes to the yard, it mills 2 cards and they draw a card. We have great attacks if we do this. So let's put this over here. They have Slip Out the Back, is what it seems. Because they're getting priority here, so that's okay if they have that. Although Slip Out the Back will make this 3/2 Death Touch. So that's why they're doing it like this. So in response, we can out of the way targeting the Heart Stabber, but then they could still just replay it next turn, so it's not a great damage. So they're going to Slip Out the Back, probably on Fairy Vandal if I had to guess. So let's see them do that. On the Newsy, I get. Oh, which one? Which one to do? Slip Out the Back. What you gonna do? They can't decide. It's got to be on the Vandal, right? Because the Vandal wants the extra counter as the flyer. Snoozy will be a 4/4 lifelinker though, and that's pretty important. So it is on the Vandal. So if we do it on that, it still becomes a lifelinker. Yeah, that's okay. So go to damage. And we're just going to pass here. Must be nice, huh? Yeah. Alright, so they have no priority. So what that means is we could theoretically go out of the way on this, draw a card, counter here, metamorphosis on this, then it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and that should be lethal. So out of the way on that. Put a counter. Majestic Metamorphosis on that. And we didn't even need the land. So that should be lethal. There we go. Close game there, but we will take it. Alright, pretty good hand here. Gonna keep this. I don't know if I want to lead on Virtuoso or not, because it becomes more of a target. But I would like to be attacking with this. Yeah, I'm just gonna lead on Crowbar. I mean, if we don't draw anything else next turn, we're playing Virtuoso anyway, so, like, whatever. Yeah, so we'll just play this. Get in for 2. There is Inspiring Overseer, as always. So we could use our whole turn equipping this over here. And honestly, it's probably worth it, because we're not doing anything else. Down goes Virtuoso, I would venture to guess. Nothing, you say? Okay. Guess we'll just play Informant. Yeah, we'll get rid of the creature here. Got a removal spell and some extra things here. So that's dying anyway. Okay. All right. Get rid of that, I guess, and pass. They're still a whole turn away from casting that, so that's fine. Do they have like Obscura Charm or something? Resolves. Really? You're going to attack with that? Okay. What else do you have? I mean, maybe they have a counterspell or something, but like... Still gonna go for this. So if they kill a Rafine's Informant, they technically survive here. Okay. So they just had nothing. Sure. Not a bad hand here. Vandal into Agent, more than likely. Maybe we can hold up Killshot if we really need to. Or we could hold back Vandal and just wipe the board at some point. Let's see what they do here. Well, if they're not going to play a creature, then I'll play one, I suppose. I will play my creatures because we can plan to like trade off for some of theirs and things like that. And then eventually depopulate plus a shield counter is pretty good. Okay, Regulator's not great against depopulate. Now I'm just going to hold everything up here. Hold up Killshot, hold up Make Disappear for their Adjudicators. Civil Servant, okay. Yeah, that happens. I'll go ahead and eat their Regulator here. I think now I'm going to pass, hold up Killshot, and Make Disappear. I'd very much like to get rid of Civil Servant before casting Depopulate, but we can Killshot it, I guess. So I'm just going to pass. Now if they have a land and play Adjudicators here, Voice of the Vermin. Okay. It's got a shield counter too, I forgot about that, dang it. And somehow we're all the way down at 9. So I'm going to play Bruiser now. Hold up, make disappear. Because I don't want the Adjudicators resolving. I don't really want that resolving either. They're making this difficult. Don't have good attacks anymore, so there is that. Oh, they can make this a 4/4. That is kind of a good attack. Huh. So, we have a bunch of creatures here, but I don't really want to play them prior to playing Depopulate. And I don't really want to sleep with the fishes on something prior to playing Depopulate. So the options are Depopulate now, or wait. And I think I'd like to wait because I don't want this shield counter on this thing when I do that. The problem is, if they play this, then they get to draw a card off of this too, and I don't like that either. But I'm just going to hold it. Maybe they just have to get that card off of the Adjudicators there because of the Depopulate. So here comes Adjudicators, more than likely. I just want to get the shield counter off of this thing. Alright, so we don't really have much of a choice but to do this now. They do get to draw a card. But we've got some things on the back end. They do get to develop their board first as well, which is not great news. I would really hate to see an Inspiring Overseer right about now. Well, thank you. I meant on their side of the battlefield. Yeah, let's do this first. Seems good. And Bruiser seems pretty good on this board right now. They gonna go get blue? They're gonna go get blue. Alright, what do you got in hand then? Here comes like Falco Spara Pact Weaver or something like that. It's pretty good. It's not really something I want to be sleeping with the fishes because it still gets the alliance triggers. Oh man, this is tough. Yes, get rid of Crowbar. Because I'd very much like to play this next turn and stabilize a bit. So get rid of Crowbar, play this Crowbar. And then we can re-equip this here. Trades with Entourage. I don't think we need to attack. Because if they play like as far as Adjudicators make this unable to block and we can only block with these two, that's quite bad for us. So I want to leave up the option to block with that if we need to. Okay. That's not great. I will gain the life right now, though. No attacks. Okay. They have 2 lands left in hand, so that's really good. Let's keep that tapped down, and then get in here. Because I know they have 2 lands left in hand, so they're just top decking at this point. Can also use Crowbar to get rid of Hold for Ransom. I kind of just saw that. Should have seen that earlier, so my bad. Not a bad draw. Let's get in here. They drew an instant, so don't like to see that. And I'm still going to hold Informant to pitch a land. But they are just dead to Agent plus Duelist here. Yeah, I don't feel like dying to some stupid combat trick, so sure. Yep, we would have died to a combat trick. So thank God we blocked. Alright, good. Yeah, and there's always just block when you know you have lethal on the next turn, because we would have just lost if we didn't block, so. Not a bad hand here at all. Don't mind if I do. I'm going to lead on Bruiser because it blocks Veteran better. There's the turn 3 Overseer. This card is a mistake, is what it is. Okay, so they now know we have Majestic Metamorphosis in hand, which is okay. Because they specifically chose not to attack last turn, even with Overseer. That I don't really care about. Yeah. So I can out of the way the hold for ransom and block the veteran. But I don't think I like that as much. I'm just gonna 2-for-1 myself by killing the overseer here. Let's lead on Informant. I don't think we need that land. Well, oh, jeez. Kind of do because of Sleep with the Fishes. But then we're getting rid of, like, a couple of really good things here that I don't want to get rid of. The card is so demoralizing as well. They get a 1/1 counter. So we have 3 unblockable every turn coming in now. I guess we eat that one. Or do we eat the veteran and they get a shield counter on one of these fish? Depopulate's going to be really good on this board if we can find it. So let's go here. Although at this rate, I'm not sure we're going to have time for depopulate. Probably just going to have to out of the way this fish. Rabble rousing has not been good in our deck. Okay. They do have an instant. Well, it could just be Skycrier activation. Looking in my graveyard for some reason. Yes, dig me towards that depopulate. Not attacking with Skycrier, interesting. So rabble rousing could be good here. If we attack with Virtuoso, get a 1/1. let's thin the deck out first. See if we can find something good off of Rabble Rousing. Hopefully they don't have Counterspell. Thanks, I guess. Guess it's just Wing Shield Agent. And then let's do this. This dang fish is so annoying. Okay. Nope, alright. Kind of got the combo here. Now they have two fish. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Alright, take two. Now we take three next turn, and then three the next turn. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 mana. So we can crowbar, equip, and duelist. Or we can duelist plus sleep with the fishes. On top of their Skycrier. Let's see what they do about this first. Oh, nothing. Okay. So based on the way this is going, I think we win the long game here if we can just survive long enough. So I'm going to preserve my life total while I can. Because we've got this plus either of these double strikers here, which can go a long way. Are they going to use their own metamorphosis? No, they're just digging. Alright, so we got a 1-1 with the shield counter now. So if we attack with everything and they don't block, do we win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 plus 15, 16, 17, even if we were to do that. So no, we don't win. And they do have interaction right now, but it could also just be their Skycrier. So let's get a free Wing Shield Agent, why don't we? Okay, I'm just going to protect my butt and not die from 5. Or hope to not die from 5. And attempt to sleep with the fishes here. Are they trying to deck me or something? I'm at 15. And I don't think there's any reason to play any of this. I mean, they are more than dead next turn if they don't kill us. So let's see if they can kill us. That makes this a 2-2. Do they have Majestic Metamorphosis? If they do, we lose. Okay. Okay. That should be all right. Do we have lethal? I don't know. It's going to be close. What do you have? Slip out the back? On what? Oh, on that? Okay. That might make it lethal. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's... So they're going to block this, and they're going to block one of these. Then they're taking 8, 9, 10, 11, and then these should finish them off. So yeah, that should do it. There we go. I don't even think we needed the second metamorphosis. If they go to at least -3, then... Yep, we had Xaxes with the 1 metamorphosis, so... Awesome. And with that, we arrive at Diamond 4 for the first time this season. Well, this hand is certainly funny. If we go literally nothing, 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 then we can wipe their whole board on 4. If we draw blue, we can counter a creature or something. I guess because we can cast Depopulate, I'm going to keep this hand, but gosh, this could be bad. Here comes Civil Servant, I'm sure. Close enough. Double Virtuoso and miss a land drop. Okay, I'll just pass. And I'll probably wipe the board next turn. Because we have nothing else going on. To draw a card off it though. And they found their blue, and they have Inspiring Over. How many Inspiring Overseers have we played against today? Like, it's been quite a few. How about getting rid of one of these blue cards? That seems like a good plan to me. They're all pretty awful. Alright, so we're playing against the Busted Brokers deck here. Double Civil Servant, Inspiring Overseer, double Virtuoso, no blue. Go ahead. Yeah, sometimes you get mana screwed. Now they get to pump the Servant and make it lifelink with their Citizen. Okay, that's a wonderful draw there. Go ahead. I mean, what else are we doing? Okay. Too little, too late? Who knows? Probably just going to flash in Fairy Vandal and trade it with Overseer, but many things could change that calculus. Okay, they got another one. Well, I guess we can attack, because what else are we doing? Probably don't need 3 of these, although we're, yeah. Probably don't need 3 of those, and then we can end the turn there, hold up Metamorphosis, make disappear. I don't like casting this into open mana. I think I want to take 3 this turn and hope we can counter something with make disappear. If they just pass, then that's not good. Well, that doesn't do it. So that was a waste. Can't cast that. We are unable to cast Sleep with the Fishes, so that's why I'm going to get rid of that. I think this has been a losing proposition since we have missed so many land drops early in the game. Now, did they kill that in response? Close enough. That's kind of funny. So our only way to survive is Metamorphosis on one of these. So block, block. No, block here, block there, go to 1. No, can't do that. So No attacks in turn. And they're still holding up mana here, so I'm sure they have something. Do we have a fighting chance? No. No, we don't, is the answer. Yeah, we just stumbled on blue way too long that game. Yeah, this deck is just very confused. I mean, we have double metamorphosis and no creatures in hand, and rabble rousing and no creatures in hand. So, play green. No. Try to do body dropper. Never didn't have it. Okay. So they're missing land drops, but this is certainly helping. And if we don't get creatures on the board quick, we're going to die to a horde of blitzed girder goons and things like that. Okay, island, yeah. These are hard to figure out what they are. Okay. Our hand looking mighty misbuilt right now. I guess I'm just gonna cycle this at the end of the turn here. Okay. Sure. I guess I probably should have played a land and played rabble rousing, but like, what on earth is this even doing right now? Another land, you say? Alright, well I guess I'm gonna crack Botanical Plaza here. Nine lands in our top 14. So only 5 non-lands, and we've drawn 0 creatures in our top 14 cards. It's an ugly one, and they have slip out the back still. Or strangle or something. Oh, another land. Okay. Well, I guess we have to sleep with the fishes on that stupid thing. No, because then they still get everything they wanted. But as long as we have this fish, we can attack with it. Next turn, play rabble rousing. We can have chump blockers. So let's see if it's slip out the back. Nope. So I hate sleeping with the fishes on that, but I mean we're doing nothing this game. Like we're doing stone cold nothing. Okay. I guarantee when we play Rebel Rousing this turn, we're going to hit 5 non-lands and put them all on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands. So there's only 5 non-lands left in the deck. Or 5 lands left in the deck. So let's see if we find them all. Oh, there's 2. Okay. Well, I guess depopulate's going to have to be the answer. But that's so bad with rabble rousing. There's a windshield agent. This is going to get put on the bottom. We don't really have a way to shuffle it back in, and we really are going to need this card at some point. I think I'm going to take the agent. Okay. So you saw it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lands off the deck, because 2 of them are on the bottom of our deck. So we have 3 lands in our next 19 cards. Okay? You see it here first, folks. Let's see if we find them. Well, we can double Metamorphosis to kill that. Now, do we play Informant or hold up Make Disappear is the question. Oh. So in case you didn't know, it doesn't get +3/+3. It becomes a 4/4. Whoops. It's just... I'm just getting salty is all that's happening here. Okay. Okay. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there is 1 land in our next 15 cards. There's 1 land in our next... Think about that. There's 1 land in our next 15 cards. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay. We're done here. We're just done here. That was hysterical. If you're still here, I'm sorry. However, thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video. We've got our trophy playlist at the very end during the end screen, or yesterday's video in case you missed it. Thanks so much for tuning in to this Land Fest, and I will see you tomorrow for your daily draft.